Awesome. Let's go over to Bittrex. Might have to log out. I might be logged out. That's what I meant to say. Oh wait, wrong thing. Clearly, I don't know what I'm doing. Yes, I did just take a hit out of a vape. They're kind of fun to mess with sometimes, honestly. I almost choked there. I'm just waiting for like people to show up, I guess. So what's up, guys? What is up? What's up? What's up? Sorry, I have to do a few things real quick, like always, before I start the actual video, and I wait for it to go up, so. What time is it over there? RCN. Yeah, we'll go look into it right now. I have no idea where it's at. I just have to reply to all these people and send some stuff. So yeah. Okay, I'm back. Focus is on. Let's see, what do we have here? Hi, Carlos. Hey, what's up, man? Hey, bro. The Fonz here. I think the Fonz was someone I talked to on Twitter for a while. Like, we were like kind of having like an argument about something. Not like an argument. Well, it was an argument, but like not out of control on Twitter. Hi, man. Hey, bro. Yo, what up, bro? What up, Goon? I'm digging that Neo shirt. Oh, you saw it? Hell yeah. I have the original like Ant Share shirts and like all the ones from like Ant Shares. Like I have a bunch of their stuff, and then like obviously they rebranded into Neo, so then I had to represent Neo, so I bought all the Neo stuff too. So Vape Nation, can't wait to see this one. Do you even vape, bro? No, this is not drugs. I don't do drugs. This is just like a vape pen, like just a vape pen. Baby lungs. Oh, I guess he's almost smoking. What's happening? Okay, hey mate, I have subscribed. I have to check the email as soon as I finish this video. What are your thoughts on POWR? Okay, I'm not going to be able to catch up to all of them, but now that we're stacking up on views, we're already over 70. Let's get to it. So, RCN and POWR. So, we're going to talk about both of them. First, let's talk about RCN real quick, because I know it's been going down, and some of you have been panicking, which is actually the whole point of this video. It's called Something I Don't Understand. And the reason it's called that way is because I don't understand how you guys have, like, if there's a plan, or if there's like a you work, well, at least I, like, in my point of view, I work hard, you know, to like make a plan and like to do a trade. So once I have a trade and like I have my sell target and like my walls and like I know like the ins and outs and like the time frames, like I've been wanting to, I'm gonna wait 30 days with RCN. Like if you watch the video, it says 7 to 31 days. It hasn't even been 7 days. Like I put 7 days for a reason. Like I didn't put like 7 days like, oh, it's gonna run tomorrow. Like it's only been 3 days, and some of you are panicking because you bought, which it hasn't really moved too much. I mean, the highest it's been was like 15, 16 cents, and it's been around 11, like not even, it's been around 12 cents. So it really hasn't moved too much. So I'm not sure where the panic is coming from or where you guys are getting worried from. It just sounds a little like too dramatic for me. So that's pretty much what the whole video was about. Like, there's a whole plan. There's a whole buy time and like sell time. Like even when you do this on your own, like forget me. Like when you do it on your own, I don't know how you come across charts, and like I don't know how you invest in them, and like whatever, how you come across them to choose. But I'm pretty sure the majority of you have like a target in mind, and like you do the patterns, and like you do a bunch of stuff, and you're like, oh, this should run in 5 to 6 days, or like, hey, this is going to be good for next month, and then you buy. And then you start worrying about it like 2 or 3 days later, or like even a week later. Like you make this whole plan and you're just throwing it to trash just because it's red for a day. Like that's just fucking ridiculous. Like that's not a good way to trade. Like you know how many times I've traded and I've been down? Like Neo was one of the ones. I was down 50% with Neo, and I was not bitching about it. Like I knew where Neo was going. I was like, I just bought too early. That's literally all that happened. And right now we're going to talk about POWR again because it's going to be brought up, but that's it. Like literally RCN was bought like 3 days ago and alerted 3 days ago, and like I said, give it 7 days, like on the 7th day to the 30th. I never said like it's gonna run now into the 7th. No, I put 7 to 13 to 31 days. That's my time frame. Like it hasn't even been the 7th day, so that's just ridiculous. Like, and I see on Twitter that a lot of people that don't follow me, they assume, or like they don't know what's going on, or they think like I'm dumping or something. Like I'm not dumping this. I just bought this 3 days ago. Why would I dump this? And like if you are in Goon Alerts, you saw where I bought. Like literally the prices were like at 1400, where it's pretty much at now. Like I couldn't even sell. Like you saw the amount of coins I have of this fucking coin. Like there's no way I'll be able to sell. I'll drop this to like 5 cents if I sold everything. So I'm not worried about it. Like it could literally be red for the next 3 days. That's only going to be what, 6 days. Like my goal is to see where this is going to be, and like my target and like where I'm going to be profiting from is from the 7th day to the 31st day. And like I plan to hold this till December 31st. If we go back and you look at past alerts on, if you're on the group chat and you look at some of the stuff we were talking about, like Lisk. So like as soon as people started joining, we talked about Lisk, and we sold Lisk, which Lisk was alerted at $6, and it eventually hit like $9 to $10. We sold at like $9. That one took like a month, and we profited off that. Like these people aren't complaining. The ones that were complaining were the ones that just joined and bought it at like $9, and then we sold, and then it goes down. Like, okay, that's on you. Like wait till the next brand new alert, which is what happened with POWR. It was alerted at 23 cents. A lot of you unfortunately joined when it was at 90, 80 cents, and you bought, and look at it now, it's at 60 cents. It hit like 61 cents, I think, or something, like 65, my bad. So that's just not really on me. And like I buy and sell when it's low. Like I buy low, sell high. Buy low, I sell high. Like I'm doing whatever I can to make money to earn more POWR, because I want to make more. I want to have more coins because I know where it's headed. I know like where it's going to be in December 31st, according to my opinion and my technical analysis. So I'm doing whatever I can to get the most coins so I could sell again at my target. And I'm pretty sure, I guarantee it, it's going to be December 31st. It might be close to the target, over the target, under the target. and I'm going to be selling, and there's going to be people coming in, buying the coin that high, and then it's going to drop to like 50 cents again, 90 cents, $1 from wherever it's at, and then they're going to be bitching about it. So there's never going to stop being people bitching. The whole point is wait and have patience. Like, there's so many people, like so many of you that send me like great charts and great analysis, and like you do all this work and it looks awesome, and I even tell you, I'm like, yeah, that looks great, like the pattern looks great, everything's there, and you tell me, yeah, I think this would be good in a month, and then 4 days later you tell me you sell. Like, what the fuck? Why are you even fucking buying it? You just wasted like fees, and like you don't think fees add up. If like you do this for 6 months straight, you know how much you wasted in fees. The other thing is like all those little small losses you're taking. Every time the difference between the spread on each coin, you take a small loss on that, depending on the spread. Like, if this goes on for 4 months and you do 50 trades, you know how much money you just lost just from buying and selling off the spread, and then the fees, and then taking your loss for not being patient. Like, that's literally where all your money goes. It's not even if you bought or sold the stock high or low, whatever the fuck, or the coin. But anyways, that's it. Just have patience. Like, if you think of something and you have a time frame, stick to it. Like, and I think that's honestly what's helped me the most. Like, I can't think of a coin other than like two shitty ass coins that I knew were scam coins, which is Neo Gold and Ethereum Dark, that I was trading because they were being pumped for being scam coins, and like the name that were traded that ended up failing. Every other coin has hit the target or hit it and fell back down. CFI was one that got alerted and it got bought and sold today, so that was a good alert. It was only like a 17% gain, but I was happy with it. 17% gains. So yeah, RCN, I keep seeing it on Twitter. Like, this was alerted 3 days ago. Like, why the fuck would I be selling now? Why would anything change? Why would I make a whole YouTube video explaining the targets, the patterns, what I see, so that in 3 days I'm done with it just because it dropped like 5-10%. Like, that's just ridiculous. Like, I'm literally not going to answer you on Twitter when you talk about that kind of stuff. So anyways, back to Power. If you're in Goon Alerts, you now know that the big alert again was Power, which a lot of you from Twitter that are probably watching me, I'm guessing, a lot of you watching me from Twitter are probably hating me because it was like, what the fuck? He was just telling people to sell like 3 days ago, 2 days ago, and now he just bought back. Like I said, there's a plan. If you're not a member, and I'm not saying this to be a member, like I'm just saying it like you got to see things in my perspective. If you're not a member, like you don't know what's going on in the group chat. You don't know what's going on in the group. You don't know what I'm alerting, when I'm not, what I'm doing. Like, you're just assuming. A lot of you were like getting mad because I was telling people to buy one day and it ran like dramatically from 23 cents to 97 cents. Who the fuck doesn't want 300%? And then I told people to sell at 97 cents and it's dropped to like 71 cents, 65 cents. And people were like, why are you against it now? Because it just fucking hit a high limit. Like, it was fucking overbought. I'm not just going to hold it, let it drop 30% on me when I could sell, get 30% back, buy 30% back more coins, and then make money on the way up, which is what we're on right now. It's like the second run, the second phase. So I'll go ahead and explain that right now since I do have pictures of it. Let's go ahead and look into, I think it's in here. No, I don't even know where this is at. Desktop. RCN. Oh, fuck, that's RCN. Power, baby. Okay, first things first. Let's check this out. Oh, fuck. So, something that I've always liked about Power is that, which, honestly, this is something that I saw on every single coin that has ran dramatically. And I'm talking about, like, Neo. I'm talking about Litecoin. I'm talking about OMG and Lisk. This is something that I've seen on all of these coins that within 2 months, they started hitting, like, close to $1 billion market caps, and I kid you not. And like, I'm not fucking joking about this. Like, it's dead serious. So pretty much what it is a coin that has such a low market cap with a very high like daily volume. And if you looked at Power, it's been from like 30 million a day to up to 70 and 60 a day in like 24-hour volume. Obviously, like, it's been running and stuff and on. But like, even right now, like these past 2-3 days were so boring and flat. And if anything, it kept falling and it maintained a volume. This was literally from today, a 46 million volume the past 26 hours. It's ranked 38, and look where we're like around. We're around coins that are $1 billion market cap, 388, 800, 900, 1 billion too. Okay, these are a lot higher, but even if you go down, it was ranked so low, and like in the group that it's in, which is literally what we talked about in the very first video about PowerLedger. So now let's go back and see the actual pictures and stuff of it that was sent and like apparently got leaked. So it's too late now. I'm just talking about it. So this is my plan, and this is why I'm not going to worry about Power for the next 2 or 3 days, and I'm going to be talking about Power as a buy on fucking Twitter, and I better hope none of you start talking shit like you were just telling people to sell. Well, yeah, but that was from like this point and this point. Now it's a fucking buy, and we're going to talk about why. So obviously, this was alerted at 23 cents, and it was sold at 97 cents, which is marked here. Believe me or not, I don't care. It's on Twitter. If you're a member, it's alerted. I have the timestamp. I have the orders. Anyways, which was crazy because I was actually like the height. That was kind of like just luck. And then I sold. I took my gains because I was happy with them, and I figured there had to be a dump or like a drop or whatever. It started to create this hooligan here, which let's go over it on this side. I think this time it really is on the desktop. I think it's on here. It's called like warning or something. So I had sold and I took profits, and then what do I do when I take profits? I wait and I see what pattern is forming. I'm not just going to go in and guess. Like, I have to see if there's a pattern. Like, I have to see where the resistance is. I have to see where the support is. I have to see where the volume is headed. Like, what is going on? Like, I'm not just because I sold, I'm not just going to buy at a random spot in the bottom. I waited. I saw what happened. It hit this point, and this little point here on Power obviously is a new support, but it was old resistance. Like, literally, you can see this line. This is where it fell to cross. It fell to cross. It broke out of, and then it touched that line. So I bought it again. This was a buy, and this was like at 75 cents, I think. And then we sold again at 80-something cents. It was like 85, 84 cents. So that's, and how did I know to sell here? It was just because I drew the lines, and the volume was dead, and I looked into it more technical analysis, and I was up a little bit. So it was a sell. So I've literally traded this from 23 cents to 97 cents, back to 70, back to 80, and then I didn't trade it for like a whole day. And it had this pattern, and I started to warn people like, hey, Power's getting super exhausted. Like, it's looking really bad. This is the critical area. Power lights may be turned off soon. Low, average, true range. It's decreasing attention, getting way too exhausted, and keep an eye for the support critical line, which was here. And that's when I started promoting on Twitter, and not promoting. Like, I was warning people, like, hey, it's going to drop. Like, if you want to make it, like, if you don't want to take a loss, like, sell. A lot of people bought this coin, like, at 80 to 90 cents. Like, damn, like, look at those, how much they're down. They're down like 30 or 40%, whether they invested their whole account, half their account. And I'm just trying to save people, and you assholes out there, a lot of you assholes, the admins were being assholes about it too, like, trying to pump their own freaking coin. Like, I don't give a fuck about you admins. I care about the people. I care about people making money. I actually care about the community. I'm not trying to, like, hold my own fucking company's coin up. Like, if I knew my company's worth something, I don't have to be worried about it. I see them on their own, like, community chat, like, erasing stuff every time someone mentions one bad thing about them, or like they show one technical analysis that's bad and it looks bad and they erase it. But you could pump the coin all you want. You could say anything about how high it's going, like to $1,000, and they'll just leave all that shit. That's a whole other story. Anyways, so what ended up happening was obviously it did fall. And I don't know where the pictures are. I have pictures everywhere here. They've been posted on Twitter. They're somewhere here. I don't know. No, that's something else. That's NXT. This was NXT. This was live yesterday, which actually ran. So if you watch me live yesterday, you probably profit off of that. No. So yeah, this is pretty much how Power ended up being. I mean, look at if you saw the picture, if you remember how it looked, it started to drop, and then it eventually dropped really low, and now we're back to. That's the warning. That's how it ended up being, and this is where we're at now. It ended up dropping a lot more, and this was alerted. So Power is no longer showing signs of exhaustion, and it's looking to recover in 2 areas. Keep this in mind, in 2 fucking areas, not 1. It's around 66 cents, which is where I alerted and I bought, and then the second area is 51 cents. Notice how I bought at 66 cents and I already know that this could drop to 51 cents and I'm not going to fucking panic. And I know that it could go down on me 15%. I plan on it to go down on me 15%. Like, I'm not going to worry about it. Like, I'm pretty sure I'm going to get a bunch of members and I'm pretty sure I'm going to get a bunch of people on Twitter giving shit like, yo, you alerted it and it's at 51 cents. I fucking know it's going to go to 51 cents. Like, that's part of my plan. And the reason I do that is because I'm buying so much. I bought a shitload of fucking power. Like, I can't buy, if I alert at 1600, I can't buy at 1600. I have to either wait like 5 hours until my order kicks in, or I have to buy like 20%, well, not literally 20, like 10% higher to get my order filled. And I have to fill everybody's fucking, like, if you go on Bittrex, I have to literally go to like the 14th page and fill all those orders. And that's when sometimes you do see like a fucking pump on it. And then they started talking about it, like that I alerted it and like that I bought, and like these spikes sometimes are built because of that. Because I buy really high, but then the price goes back down, and I know it's going to go back down. So that's me taking a loss on 2 areas, and I'm not bitching about it. It's one, I buy so high because I have to get my order filled, and then it drops because that's not where it was. It only got pumped because I bought really high, and it was alerted, so a bunch of other people bought. And then it drops back to where it was. And that happens all the fucking time. That's why you see those pump and dumps. And people are like, oh, he's a pump and dump guy. Like, I'm not a pump and dump. I'm getting my order filled. Like, and I warn everyone that it's going to drop. And I'm even telling you now that it's going to go even lower. Like, that's one of my, like, the next buy points. So that explains all this picture. This was pretty much where I bought. I actually bought a little bit higher, but I had to, like, get my order filled. I hope and I plan, I think it'd be a lot healthier if it goes to this second buy point, which I'm no longer going to buy. I already own what I want, and which is around 51 cents, 55 cents, 51 to 55 cents. So you could still catch it there if you missed the alert, or if you haven't bought and you don't want to buy now, just wait. If it runs, too bad. If it doesn't, then great. You get to buy it lower than what I fucking bought it at. So that's pretty much the prediction. It's going to either fall here and then run, or it could just stay above this point and then run from there. Obviously, this line is the breakout point, and if you were just to go across, it's just because it's the old freaking resistance. That's how I know that's where the breakout point is, and that's where it struggled a few times already. And once it breaks that, I mean, there's really no other place for it to stop. I mean, do you see anywhere else, like any strong other resistance? I don't. The next one is the highest point it's ever been, and that's pretty much like and that's pretty much everyone's goal, to cross $1. So once it heads to that this second time, I'm pretty sure it's gonna run way past $1 to like 133, 140, 120, anywhere from 120 to like 140. I'm pretty sure that's where it's gonna head to next. So 2 scenarios, 2 buyback points before the next huge breakout, and that's pretty much the plan with Power. So yeah, it was bought again, and if you follow me on Twitter, like, I am gonna be telling people to buy now because it is a great buy now. It's already been exhausted. I wasn't telling people to buy up here. I was telling people to sell. And I hope now you understand where I'm coming from. Like, I hoped a lot of people saved that 30% loss and they bought back 30% back more coins. So all those people are grateful, and everyone else bitching lost 30% on that. So I mean, I don't give a fuck. We're making money. So what else? Let's see how Power is doing now. Or actually, let's read some of this. I mean, I am a Power admin. Hold 0.97%. I don't know. Do you reckon Power will rise again? So we just talked about that. Yes. Woot, I made it here. Haha, Litcoin. Yeah, I would say Litcoin, not Litecoin. Hold up. So Power is a buy right now. Can you chart SAS with SN? I'm down big on RCN. Maybe you can clear it up from here. You're gonna have to watch the whole video again because I already talked about RCN. I'm not gonna talk about that again. How did you feel when Power muted you when you weren't the chat? If you look at the last video, I was pretty mad. I mean, they had already gotten mad at me. I guess because I kept putting like technical analysis that it might go down and stuff, and they didn't like that. I guess I don't know if it's because they have their own money in it. Well, I'm pretty sure they do. That they have money in it, and they obviously don't want people to panic because then they sell and then they take a loss. I'm pretty sure they're more concerned about themselves. I mean, what kind of company is going to go against that? You see Skechers, Adidas, like Facebook or MySpace. That's dead. any other like good company like saying like no, our coin's not gonna fall, like defending themselves like that. Like no, they know what they're worth. So I sent that picture like a few times because I know a lot of people that chat like you go in 1 minute and it's 1,000 messages, and then they kept erasing it, and then they DM'd me and said like don't tell people to sell and like all this shit like that, and I got into arguments with them. It was like 3 admins. Um, and then the very last one I posted, I was like, "Fuck you! I don't give a fuck about you." Like I'm telling people it could fall, which was the warning one, the one we just saw, which was this one, and they erased it and then they muted me, and I just told them like to take me off. Like I told them to ban me. They had only muted me for 24 hours, but I was done with the chat. I was done with the admins. I was done with all the community inside that chat. Like I really don't need to be in that chat to know where the coin is going. I don't need to be in that chat to see the value of the coin. I already know the value of the coin and it's big. So I told them like just to take me off. And I told them straight up that I was mad. Like the only ones that I like, MySpace, that's dead. Yeah, fuck MySpace. I don't know why I said MySpace. Anyway, so yeah. And then I always get screenshots about people like posting stuff about me on that Telegram or whatever. Like, oh, it's Goon, and like they sent me a screenshot recently, like before I started this. Like it looks like he just alerted it. That's why it got like pumped because it ran like really high out of nowhere. So that was Goon T-shirt, bro. Where did you buy it? It's online, man. If you just go to like Neo shirt, Neo coin shirt. I went to shopping, and it's like one of these. It's this one, I think. It's only like 20 bucks. It's not that one because it doesn't say. I don't know, but I bought it like that. I always buy coins like that. Like the next coin. I mean, I wish Power had a shirt, but they don't. PowerLedger shirt. I would buy a PowerLedger shirt. If you see me wearing a coins shirt, I'm dead fucking serious about that coin. Which Neo is one, OMG is one, and then obviously have like Ethereum and I don't have Ripple. Fuck Ripple. Everyone knows I hate Ripple. Wise Power, Wiz Power, good coin. Yeah, it is. What do you think about waves and what your top ICOs to hold in? I already have the top ICOs, but I can't announce that like public. Like that's all for members only. Yeah, I can't announce any of them, but I have the top 5 to hold from like now to like March, which have like huge returns. Well, according to what I think, and they've already been like released. Community doesn't represent the actual people working there, I assume. They don't. I think it's like kind of like a side people, which is why I kind of get mad, because I'm like, okay, first of all, other than Megan, I think Megan is like the only one that's in there, and like a few others that are actually part of it. If you everyone say hi to Megan for me, like I don't talk to her anymore, but the Megan admin, like I love that chick, man. She's cute as fuck. And so is Dr. Jemma, man. They're all cute. But yeah, Megan, I have nothing against. She's super cool. She's like a 23-year-old, and she's actually like really fucking smart. She's been working with PowerLedger for like the longest time. But yeah, Megan and Garrett are pretty cool. They're both. I respect both of them. I have nothing against them. It's just the rest of them. I used to have respect for that Bobby guy until he lied about the news, which was a whole other mess that they were talking about and pumping their own coin, and then they were like, the news isn't coming out. Goon is swearing today. Oh yeah, I swear all the time. Thoughts on CFI? So CFI was already alerted, like I don't know, something under, I don't know. It was alerted like in the middle of 1,000 satoshis, and then it went over 2,000 or 200, and then it was sold for 17% gains. So we already played CFI, but I think CFI is good. I mean, if you go on my Twitter, you can see that they're having a competition. Hey, look, the 2-year protection will be undertaken nuts forward green property development in your free man and begin within 2 months. So yeah, POWR token, awesome. Well, I go. Oh yeah, my profile. If you go to my profile, and you go down. Oh, this was, by the way, this was POWR, like the major alert. So now you know. I talk about it. This is me, part of the whole power thing going down. This is me laughing at power because it. This is for the power. I said another goon joke, and then I just put power community admins, and then some guy laughing. Okay, so here it is. So keep an eye on CFI. November 30th can be very hyped and an attentional day. It's playoff time. So they have 6 startups which have been chosen in its community to participate, and they each have a goal to hit 400 million. 400,000 US dollars in for the startup. So yeah, it's pretty cool, and it's really low. I mean, if you look at the current price was at 19 cents, and it was alerted when it went over 2,000 satoshis or 200, which was at 22 cents or something. I think it was 22 cents. It was bought at 18 cents, not at 19, and then it was sold at like 22 cents, 21 for whatever it was. It was 17%, and my goal was to see 52% returns, but I sold a lot cheaper. I always sell cheaper than my actual target, and I'll explain why. But yeah, that's what I think of CFI, and it's really cheap. I mean, I still think it has a lot more to go. I think there's other companies that could do better than it, like POWR or like RCN or Zcoin. I think these coins, I think CFI is great, but I think these are better. So I just rather go with these than CFI. Even though CFI is good. I mean, the market cap is at 46,000. It looks like it's dropped a lot. So I'm glad I sold that shit. It had high volume. So I think it might be a good buy now. I mean, if you were thinking about buying before when it was almost at 20 cents, well, you might as well buy now. But I think it's, like I said, there's other coins that I know will do better, like POWR, RCN, Zcoin. What else? I can't really say the rest. I want to see how POWR is doing just because they just posted something on Twitter. I have been talking about it and I haven't seen it, and I want to draw up some lines on it. And let's look at some of this stuff. When we selling RCN, not till like December 31st. Monaco, have you purchased? I don't trade Monaco. Goon, you missed my question, and it's pretty important. When POWR pumped, I had raging boner and I couldn't get it to go down for hours. Normal or something to see if physician. That's pretty normal. I don't know. I get excited when I see if things run. How do I sign up for the group? Just go to the website. Fuck. By the way, I'm really well known for like terrible grammar and terrible mispronunciation. I type too fast. I'm always in my email, on Facebook messages, on Instagram. I'm on too many things and I send stuff really fast and like I mess up all the time and I don't really give a fuck. But yeah, I mess up all the time. Anyways, what I was talking about was whenever I have a target, for example, like what was it called? Oh, POWR. My goal was actually to sell like at $1. And then like when it was at 90 cents, I knew it was time to sell. Like I was trying to sell at 90 cents, but it just kept going and going and going. And then I just filled my whole fucking order at 97 cents. But what I mean by that is like, you always want to have like a safety zone. Like it's all about being safe. It's all about being under things that you expect. So if my target for something is at $1, like, and I did all this work and I say, oh, it could hit target and then drop. Why would I aim for $1 if I know that if that's the goal, if that's like the target, if that's like where it'll hit and then drop? Like, why would I be at $1 and just wait and like hope it goes up? Like that was so like, why wouldn't I sell a lot lower? So I always say this all the time. It's pretty much like if you're on, I think Warren Buffett actually talks about this, that if you are in a truck and the truck weighs 10,000 pounds and then if you're trying to cross a bridge, and the bridge says like max 10,000 pounds, why would you cross that bridge with a truck that has the same exact limit? Like you don't know if if it's gonna collapse because you're going exactly that and it's already torn down a little bit and it's been like years and like I don't know, you don't know, like why would you risk it? Like you're not gonna want to drive a 10,000 like pound truck where a bridge that says max 10,000 pounds. Like something could happen, it's just too tight, you're pushing it, you're gonna ruin yourself. We'll go to the next one that says like 10,500 or like something, 50,000 pounds, and then you could comfortably pass through that bridge. So I do the same thing with trading. Like just because it's at $1, like I'm not just gonna sell at $1. Like I'm comfortable. I've already made 40, 50%. Like, I'm not going to fight for that extra 5, 10% when I can make it on another coin like the next day. Or like, I feel like someone that is really good at trading and someone that knows what they're talking about just doesn't worry. And if you're someone that's worried all the time, if you're questioning all the time, it's either for two reasons. You're either just really new, which is completely fine. If you're new, ask as many questions as you want. I was really annoying when I was 17. I asked questions like a dumbass, and that's something that everyone goes through. It's normal. Or number two, you've been trading for such a long time and you never, ever, ever learned to actually trade or like learn to actually invest. So if you're panicking, if you're worried, I trade with hundreds of thousands of dollars from so many different things, whether it's like stock markets or like whether it's in Forex or whatever the fuck it is, and I'm not worried about losing it just because I'm comfortable. Like, I did my research on POWR. Like, if people ask me on POWR, like, why did you buy? I guarantee that most of you that bought wouldn't be able to back it up unless you're really good at it or like you started doing like analysis and stuff. If you ask me, like, why did you buy POWR? I could back it up with like 30 fucking answers. And I could show you the drawings. I could show you like 3 different patterns. I could show you where I bought, why I bought there, where I planned, where I could see it going, where it could go, like the volume, the ratios. Like, I could back it up by like 30 million things. Like, that's how confident I am. And like, even if I am wrong, at least I was right. At least I was wrong the right way, if that makes sense. I'm not just like gambling, in other words. It's kind of like blackjack. Like, I'm pretty much counting cards in the coin market world. Like, I'm checking everything. I'm checking all the possibilities. I'm checking what are the chances of me winning the next card. That's exactly like the best way to describe it. It's like me counting cards in blackjack rather than just gambling in Las Vegas and like, hit me. And like, I at least know that there could be at least 3 cards of ace or whatever the fuck, or like there's 1 card in there that could help me out, and there's a 50% chance it's gonna go in, so I fold, or like stuff like that. Like, I guess that's the best way to describe it. Like, I pretty much, what I do is I'm counting cards, and I know my possibilities when I go into a coin, rather than going to Las Vegas and just betting my money like crazy out there and hoping I hit the jackpot. At least if I'm wrong and I counted cards, I knew that my possibilities and like my chances were a lot higher than this person just throwing their money around. So that's pretty much the difference. And I mention that all the time, and I can't stress it enough. And I don't understand why people either sell too soon or panic all the time. If you panic and you ask questions on Twitter and like you've been trading for such a long time, I just know you have no idea what you just went into. Let's go back. Okay. I never saw POWR, and I believe it was retesting support, right? I'm guessing it's around support. Yeah, so it's still around support, and I could literally draw the lines that I've always known, which was this one, and this one. These are pretty much the lines. If it crosses over this point, it's a breakout, and if not, then it'll go down to this area, and it's pretty much the next buy area. I don't really see it going under that. Like, this is literally where the coin started. This was the main huge breakout. So if it falls around this area, I can't really see it going much lower. Like, if anything, it might touch the middle of this. But again, I wouldn't be worried. Like, what else? Like, I just invested into it at 66 cents. So it could go to 50 cents, which is, I guess, around this area. I think it's like 51 cents. And I'm not going to be worried that I'm down. Like, I know that if I just hold until December, it's going to be a lot higher than it is. Look at all the people that invested in NEO. Look at all the people that invested in Lisk. Look at all the people that invested in Incense, which was a coin that was alerted like on the 9th, November 9th. Incense was alerted. It was red every single day pretty much. And today, yesterday, it was the big day. It was under the time frame, and everyone that bought it made like 33-35% on it. Look at Strat. Strat was another one that was alerted. It took 16 to 17 days, and it made it, and that was exactly in the time frame that I did it. So that's it. And if you join in Goon Alerts and you're a member, and we've already been in a coin, like I just really don't recommend to buy it because it's already up so high, which is what happened with Zcoin. Zcoin was alerted at $23. And a lot of new members came in, and they bought like at $42, $41. we were already up like 50% on our investment. Like, why would you buy that high? At least wait until we sell and then buy back. Like, don't buy once we're already up 50% because we're probably a lot. And that's what happens, literally. Like, good investors, I'm sorry, but if you lose money, someone smarter took it than you. And I say that all the time, even when I lose money. When I lose money, someone smarter took that from me. And I have to accept that. Just the same way I accept all the gains that I make and I get all happy when I'm right and stuff and things go my way. I have to accept things when I'm wrong, which is something you have to, like the first thing you have to do when investing, accept when you're wrong. So when you're buying and chasing and stuff and you're buying so high, all the like people that bought lower and all the smart people, like they're selling their coin to you and they're like, well, we're done with this shit. You come in and buy it like a fucking dumbass and then it drops on you. And then it drops so much and then you panic and sell and then they come in and buy it right back, which is what I show people how to do and like what I've done all the time and where I come make my money. And like, if you're a newbie, please tell me, like I say this all the time, if you're a newbie, please tell me what coin you're about to invest in so that I know when you're going to sell, I need to buy into it. Or like if you were to like buy it, I'll short that freaking coin because I know you're going to be wrong. So I think that's the best way a newbie could make money. Like just do the opposite you're going to do. If you were going to buy a coin, short it. If you were thinking of shorting a coin, if you think a coin is too high, buy that coin because it's probably going to run. Let's answer some more questions. Yeah, in a summary, be less greedy. Thoughts on Monero? I don't trade Monero. Monero will have some news, and I don't trade Monero. So sell before all-time highs. Yeah, I always sell before all-time highs, and like I guess it's just cushion. P.S. We still need to raise. I'm actually gonna get rid of my GT 350 soon. But that's a whole other thing. You guys will see the news. It's my birthday is December 3rd. It's in like a week. It's not even in a week. What is it? My birthday's December 3rd, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's in 5 days. I had that car for like a month or two, but I need a what's it called? I need to get myself a gift. So I'm getting rid of the GT 350 soon. Let's do a 30 row on 1604. Crystal ball guess for power in 1 year, Goon. In 1 year, power? My guess is $9.97 to $14. Wait, that's 2019. My bad. That's like in 2 years. What are your opinions on ethos? I've looked into it and I wasn't too interested. Like, there's just a bunch of other like Lambo. There's a bunch of other like coins. Like for example, SFI. Like I bought and sold and like they were like, why didn't you keep it? It was just because I know there's other coins that are like better. Like so I make a list of coins and then I do the pros and cons. Like and I literally write down every single coin and then I put like this one could give me up to 5 times. This one could give me up to 3 times my money. This one could give me 50%, 20%. And then I pretty much put a star next to the one that could give me the highest percentage. And I put it on the side. And then I have the same list again. And then I go like, which one has the lowest market cap? And the lower, the better. And then I give it a star. And then like, I do a bunch of different things, ratio. And then which one has the highest volume? And then I go back into them, and whichever one has the most tally marks, which is what I introduced in like the Goon Alert system, it's called the WAC system. And what WAC stands for is what are the chances, which is WAC system. That's what I introduced in like the Goon Alerts DVD, and it stands for what are the chances. So you're pretty much just adding up points to like a coin or a stock, and then you say like, okay, there's a 60% chance this coin is gonna go my way. And that's how I'm able to rank these coins, and that's how I know. Like, so a lot of the times, if I have a list of like 20 coins, like, and I'm trading the top 5, sometimes people will mention like the 7th or 6th one or the 8th one, and they're like, hey, like, check out Ethos, like just now, or like Sub, and yeah, they're great, but I already know which ones are gonna do better, like according to my work and to my technical analysis, so I don't bother to look at them. Corvette, I already had a Corvette. And I sold it. So I had a Corvette, the Stingray, which is the one that it's actually on the website Goon Alerts. You could actually see it on Goon Alerts here. Yeah, so this is the picture. I had the Stingray, but then I sold that one, and I bought the what's it called, the GT 350, which you can see. There's a video of it if anyone wants to see it. It's under personal, I think. This is my GT, which I'm also selling soon probably. Yeah, that's my baby. I don't have to put the whole video on. Okay. The system whack though. Yo. Yeah, I know, it's kind of funny how it says whack. Yeah, get the GTR, send it to Alpha. I don't like the GTR, I've never liked the GTR. Tesla with the rocket option, 100, no, not Tesla. Ryan, what the fuck? Vitalik, fuck one, marry one, kill one. Okay, let's do this. No homo, but fuck one, marry one, or kill one. I can't answer that. No Lambo. VIB just announced they're getting listed on Binance. Thoughts? Yeah, it was already alerted in Goon Alerts. So, build a car, bruh. Yeah, I think if you get the Genesis i35 from, I think it's called, no, Vaymont car build. Fuck, what is that car called? Nissan 35 car transformation. Oh, car from Suicide Squad. Okay, so here it is. It's called the Infinity Vador. Infinity to Vador. So if you want a really badass car, if you buy an Infinity, like it has to be a 2007 to 2000 Infinity G35. If you buy this car for like $8,000, this car, you're like, yes, this fucking car, Nissan GT35, you could turn it into a Vador, and it looks like a multi-million-dollar car. So that Infinity turns into this car, and it costs you around $60,000, $70,000. So the GT335 Nissan turns into the Vador, and it takes about maybe a month, and it turns into this car, and it's actually a badass fucking car. So if anyone wants to build their own car, check out Vador, and it's actually the one from Suicide Squad, which a lot of people thought it was a Lamborghini. But it's the one that is on Suicide Squad is actually a Vador, which is actually an Infinity. But yeah, the car is a badass fucking car. If you want to build your own car for less, like a car that looks like it's $1 million, for 60,000 bucks, you could do this. Akura, hey Carlos, please, what are your thoughts on IOTA? Bro, take me first. Don't do that, please. I don't know what to talk about. Show. You fucking hate it. Let me help you. I'm not gonna, well, I don't know who he's talking to. Goon, what do you think about NIO? Did you mean Neo? Oh, NIO or NIQ? NIO. I don't know. Let's see what that is. Fuck. I don't know. The only issue with this is it's just a very low market cap. Like, it's kind of risky. Like, I like to trade things that are like at least above 30 million in market cap, because when they're really low, I mean, it has $6 million market cap. If $3 million are gone, which is super easy to get rid of $3 million, like that's 50% of your money there. So I'm not a big fan of coins that are like under 10 million. Like I don't mess with that. You know, that's too sketchy, too scary. So that's a little too low. And then IOTA, I think this one just had a very high market cap. It's a too big. Get the fuck out of here. I'm not gonna fucking even work. I'm not looking at that. I don't like coins with high market cap. I don't give a fuck. The only one that I like that has a high market cap because it still has a lot of room is Neo and OMG. Like, I hate Ripple. I don't trade Bitcoin. The only reason the only time I have Bitcoin is when I'm like, I don't have any coins and I have to hold Bitcoin. And I don't even trade Ethereum. Like, even though I love Ethereum, but I've traded Ethereum from $7 to over 300 bucks. So I don't need to trade Ethereum that much anymore. I mean, Ethereum could go from 400 bucks to 800 bucks, and that's only 100%. When I can make that off another coin in like a month, and then go into another coin that makes me 100% or like 50%. I could just make that with other coins a lot faster, easier, and like it's not as annoying because sometimes these coins take a long time to really go up that high. So I don't trade those coins, and so IOTA is very high. IOP soft coin coming December 12th. Is that Internet of the People? It is Internet of the People. What do you mean soft coin? Oh. Yeah, I've looked at IOP though. Internet of the People. Sorry, I'm moving my camera a lot. IOP. Internet of People. Again, that has too low of a market cap. I'm not gonna look at it. How much can you make in a day? Trading about 2,000. So, I want to say like 30%, like, which is, so with $2,000, like what I would personally do, which is super easy with 2,000 bucks, I would make, what the fuck? Wrong place. I'm gonna put 35. Yeah, I would probably make about 700, with 2,000 bucks, and then it would be 2,700, and say the next day I do like 15%, I would have around like 3,200 by that time. And say I even make like another 12%, let's go even lower. So yeah, I could turn them into like 4,000 bucks in like 4 days. So what I do when I'm scalping, a lot of the times, like for you, it's good to scalp with 2,000 bucks, but for me, like when I'm trading with so much, I scalp with just 10,000, just because it's easy. I mean, $10,000 is a great way to scalp. Like I could literally make like 7% on it, and I'm up 700 bucks, just off 7% with 10,000 bucks. So I could make 700 bucks so many times, but I make more holding these bigger coins with a huge amount of volume, and then when they go up 50%, I make like a lot. So what I do and what I recommend in that situation, in my opinion, is it's pretty much just scout, but don't aim for like 40 or 60%. It's a lot easier to go for like a few 10% gainers. Like if I had the 2,000 bucks, I would take 8 to 12%, which is what I do a lot of the times when I'm trading in Goon Alerts, like 7 to 12%, 3 times in a day. So I buy a coin, like just the way I do all the research, and I say I think it's gonna go up 40%, and like it starts to get pumped a little bit, I'll sell once it's up 12%, 10%. I take the money, I go into the next coin. I get 10%. It's easier to get like 3 coins that go up 10% than to go into one coin that's gonna go up 30%. And on top of that, I still make more money. I'm not talking about me, maybe like in general. I'm saying like you would make more money, and it's easier going into 3 different coins and making 10% on each one than holding one coin that's going to go up 30%. Like, what are the chances of a coin going up 30% in one day that you choose right when you buy? It's easier for 3 coins to go up anywhere from 7 to 12%. And then if you added that up, like if it's 10%, 10%, 10%, that's 30%. But this 30% is worth a lot more than being in one coin that's up 30%. And that's just because you make 30%. So, I mean, I could pretty much do it here real quick, and I'll show you why. Okay, you all just totally fucking saw this. LRC was a fucking buy. Anyways, that's too late. It was already alerted. So, let's say you started off with $2,000 and you make 10%. So you have 2,200. So now you have 2,200, and now you're investing $2,200. And you make 10% off of that. So now you make $220. You made $20 more this time. So 220. So now you have 2,420. I hope I'm doing the math right. So now the third time around, you have 2,450. What the fuck? I forgot what I was doing. And 20. 2,420. So now the third time around, you ended up with 2,000. God, I can't do this fucking math. Let's do it on the calculator. 2,420 plus 242. So then you end up with $2,662 rather than going into one coin that goes up 10%. Oh, whoa, 30%. 30%, and you have $2,600. So not only did I just prove to you that going into 3 different coins, making 10%, you make more money. So you made 62 more bucks going into 3 coins, and it's a lot easier to go into 3 different coins that day that only get you 10 to anywhere from 7 to 12%. So if you do that 3 different times and get 10% off each one, you'll end up with $62 more than going into one coin that is a lot harder for it to see 30%. And obviously $62 doesn't seem like a lot, but if you do this with a lot of money, like $10,000, it's a huge difference. Even if you do this with the 2,000 bucks, those $62 are a lot more. This next time around, if this was to run 30%, like the next coin runs 15%, this person would only make $390 when you would make like an extra 10 bucks, and like you just keep going more and more and more, and like after a month, all those little extra money that you made add up, and maybe you end up with like an extra 1,000 bucks, and you end up with 5,000 bucks, and the person that keeps aiming for one, if they're even right all the time, has like 4,000 bucks. So you're already way ahead of them. So that's one thing that I recommend. I just took a lot of time on that. Hit me up when you want to start a hedge fund in San Antonio. Hey, does it matter which day of the month I sign up for Goon Alerts? No, but I do have to say that I have to increase the prices again. So right now it is like $600 for the year and $100 per month, but it is going to increase again. And I just have to do it just because demand is too high, and like I can't let too many people in. So if you want to take advantage of that, take advantage of it, because I do have to hire it again. And there was a lot of people that were watching this live video, the very first one I made, when it was a lot cheaper. But it was like 50% of what it is now, but I had to hire it. Like it was like, I don't know the math and shit, but whatever. Carlos, what is your target, your return on investment for 2018? I can't really answer that because I don't know. Like I don't know. I mean, do you mean by 2018 or like once 2018 ends? Like what do I plan to make? And if that's what you mean, I don't know, because I don't know what coins are out there. Like, I mean, throughout 2018, I could say that I don't know, if I go into 6 coins and they all do 60%, like, I don't know. I mean, I guess I have to do the math. I don't know. That's just a hard question, especially with crypto. It's not like in stocks that it's like, oh, I do 30% every year or something. Like in cryptos, there's no fucking thing like that. How could you multiply which is higher than, I have no idea what you're talking about. You need to remove the fees for buying and selling in your calculations. I mean, even if you remove the fees, it's the same thing. You end up with more, if that makes sense. And the fees are like a very small percent. I want in. Come on in. It's www.coinalerts.com. Anyways, what else? Proving to me that if this zero-sum game and you're my competition, guess I should give accounting a shot. Can I scalp working a full-time job? Yeah. So this isn't like the stock market. So I believe if you have a full-time job, you can definitely scalp, because the market goes on 24/7. The cryptocurrency market. There's no like days. Like for example, if you're a stock trader, it's only like from 9 a.m. to 5 to 4 or to 3:30. From 8:30 to 3. My bad. Well, at least where I'm from, and it's only Monday through Friday. So once that ends, it's like, and if you have work in those times, you can't be trading. But in this one, yeah, I mean, I trade the best at night a lot of the time. So I mean, you could get home. It could be 1, 2, 3, 4 in the morning, and you could be trading. I mean, you have to hustle. You have to hustle. So if you want to work, if you work full time and then you want to get home and day trade and like dedicate 2 hours, 3 hours more to it, and you want to open up an extra income, you want to build your portfolio, and once you get to a point where your portfolio is pretty high, like I said, that 1% on a high portfolio is a lot more than like $500 to $5,000. You'll be a lot happier with anything over $10,000 because you make a lot more. You can make one trade a day that just gives you 5% and you made $500 that day in like 15 minutes. So you just have to do that good. Obviously, research and technical analysis and all that, but too late. Bitcoin is crazy price now. Too late to buy it. Trying to do the year. It was done on the 24th. Oh, I don't know. These are... Yeah, on the 24th was the last time it like it like went up. Medium moving. Internet of the people is moving. Let's see. I didn't see the... Oh, I'm not trying to look at it here. Okay. Modem? Did you mean modem? This is probably a good run. Let's see. 46 million market. Okay, so this is actually a good one. The only thing is I doubt it's on BitTrack, so it's on Binance. But yeah, this is actually a good trade. I could just tell because it has a $46 million market cap, a very high volume at almost 10 million. The circulating supply doesn't matter in this case if you're trying to scalp or day trade. And it looks like the pattern, so looks like a flat top almost, and this has higher lows. These are pretty much lower lows, but then it would just be a pennant. And it looks like it just broke out of that, which is 225 and 250. So it's literally like 10 cents, 20 cents over the breakout. So let's see if this actually starts to like break out. Right now it's at 269. We'll do like a day trade on it. I mean like a paper trade on it. I don't know if I would buy there. I just have to see at this. I would trade it, but again, I'm not going to log in live. And I don't ever use Binance. What is this? MOD. Nice. Yeah, it looks pretty good. Just a little bit over these. Oh, it just went back down there. 4 hours. Volume's kicking in. Okay, let's see what happens. It's at 269. 279 now. Holy shit. Okay, we just made some money off of that if we paper traded it. 279. Let's see how much we're up. I'm not even gonna bother looking at this. From 269 to 279. We're up 3.7%. 3.7%. Let's say we invested $5,000 in it. We're up $185. Congrats, guys. Let's aim for, let's see, calculator. Let's go for $75 million market cap, which on volume like this, I think it could add a little bit more. Let's do $74 million market cap. I'm not gonna explain why I'm getting this number. It's just I've been doing this for a while. They're just numbers that I could kind of assume it could head to, just right off the back. Divided by 48444.057. It could go up 1.52 times times 2.79. $4.26. So this possibly could hit $4.26. This was a really fast like target thing that I did. I did it on the top of my head. I would obviously look more into it. It's just like we're live on YouTube and we're paper trading this. And we're up 3.7%. Let's see what happens. I think it could go to like $4.26, close to like $70 million market cap. And I'm just thinking off the back of my head, that reason is because it just broke out. Like it literally just broke out over like 250. And it has a 10 million volume in the last 24 hours with the market cap at like under 50 million. So I think it's reasonable to give it like 70 million, 75 million. But I guess we'll see. I think it went back down right now. So no, it's still at 279. At least it is on coin market cap. Let's see. QuantStomp. We already talked about QuantStomp like a million times. Stop spamming QuantStomp. I'm one of goons and don't tolerate spamming. Oh yeah, me too. I was talking about. Can't you take another look at Electronium? I see it's a good buy now. I think we went over that already. Carlos, did I miss the Rubio coin train? No, it hasn't even started, bro. You'll probably get it exactly where we all bought it at. Where's RCN at? No, RCN is still good. It's like at 1,400, like 1,400 satoshis. Let's see, 1,400 inside this blue square. Oh, you can't even see it because of my camera. It's good. Damn. It's at 1,400. Yeah, you're not even. I don't know what you're talking about. What you've missed. Okay, what else? 276. Ryan, you sound like a midget. Get in for easy 100% returns for RCN. That's what I'm talking about. I'm pretty sure you'd go 100%. Like, easily. I wouldn't trust Bitcoin. Jim Rickards. Or at least have to be one. GPX, XOM Lumens. I'm pretty sure XOM Lumens is like, has a really high market cap. So if it does, I'm just going to close the freaking chat. It has $1 billion market cap. What do you want? You want it to go to 3 million and pass Neo? Like, why do people even look at that? Goon is on fire. Best trade. I can't invest in XOM. Like, it just has a high market cap. I mean, it would have to go up $500 million to make 50%. And then like to just get 100%, it's like $2 million market cap, and isn't like Neo around there? I just don't. I wouldn't go for that. MTO. MTO is a good one. So MTO is like one of those coins that I was talking about, that like I have the top 10 coins, and then people ask me about a coin that's like right underneath and like it just barely cuts it. That's MTL for you. Like MTO is literally one of those coins, like, and we could talk about it real quick. It had a market cap of 440 million last time I saw it. So I guess it's doubled since nah, maybe it wasn't 440 million. But yeah, it has like, let's go back actually. So if you were to scroll down, let's find it, MTL. So this is how I know it's a pretty decent coin. So according to like the market cap section, this is like the ranking of the highest volume. It's trading around 9 million in the last 24 hours. It has a rank of 73 from the market cap, so it's on the very bottom. It just crossed like 20% of the. It's like in the last 20% of the top 100 coins in CoinMarketCap. And just look at where it's ranked with. It's ranked with like a coin that's 36, 56, 73, 38, and they all have like a 240, 270, 170. This is SAN, which is alerted like crazy. This is a really good coin. It was alerted at $1, and it hit 137, so people are banking on it. So yeah, MTO is a good coin. I already know that. I have my money somewhere else because it could do better. Can you look at Aeon? You know what's crazy? I had like thousands of Aeon coins because I would mine it with like my homemade miner. Yeah, it's a deal, sure. I like Neo. Storage is a good one, but so here's the problem with storage. Storage has always made my list. Like every time I check recently, like when I came across Power, when I came across RCN, when I came across list, storage always comes out, and I think it came out too many times, and it's just been around for too long and it's always around the same price. Like storage is like flat, and then there's those random pumps, and it goes back down, and then there's random pumps, and it goes back down. So there's no like, it's not moving like good to me, you know. Like if we go back a day, like into the day markets, into the days, let's go in a little close as we can. Let's go a little bit farther out. That was too close. Like I just feel like it's been around so long, and like it's always been around this area. Let's go back to the day. This hour thing doesn't work for me. It's gonna be tough. This is like its median, and it's like I always seem to find it there. It's been around for so long already, since like January. What is this? Since the 7th, and like it's just been going down this whole time. I feel like it was a good buy under this point, but anywhere above this, which is where it's at now, like it's just been. I think this one's just been trying too hard too many times. By the way, this is what we're expecting with RCN. You see how when it starts in an ICO, and then it gets like really low, and then it has the little hooligan patterns and all that, and then it explodes. That's what we expect to see with RCN, which is what Power recently did, and Sun Contract and all these. Anyways, what else do we got? It's all at the bottom, about to go up. ARN. I bought at 160. Check VIB. I already know VIB. It was already alerted a long time ago to members. What do you think about Trig? I don't like Trig. Palm Beach Confidential is pumping storage to $1 at some point till December. What was storage at? Let's see if that's even worth it. I'm pretty sure storage had like, it was like at 80 cents. You see, like, and this is why I just wouldn't go to it. Like, it's at pretty much at 80 cents. It's at 78 cents. If it goes to $1, I mean, that's only 28% gains. And like, how long are you gonna hold that for? Like a month? You could literally go into another coin that will at least give you like 50%. That's so storage just doesn't cut it for me. It's not gonna give me the best return on my investment. Buy Bitcoin only. I hate Bitcoin. What are your expectations on NEO? Do you think it will rise next month? Yeah, I think NEO. I gave NEO a target of $75 by December 31st and January 30th. So pretty much January. So I think by January, I think NEO is going to be at anywhere between $75 to $100. So that's pretty good. What do you think of GVT? I'm not sure what that is. GVT. Genesis Vision. Looks pretty good. You see, this is something that catches my attention a little bit more. Like, it has close to $30 million market cap. In the volume the last 24 hours is 11 million. It has a super low circulating supply. So from $7 you could go to like $60 and then still be like 200 million or something crazy. So yeah, this is actually a really good one. I'm gonna have to look more into this one. I'm gonna put it on the side. So we're done. What was that coin? The other one. What was that coin we were just looking at? We were like day trading it. So yeah, I'm gonna look at GVT a little bit more. I like it. The only thing is, it's on Binance. That's probably the only reason I keep ignoring this one, because I don't like trading Binance. I don't know. I guess we'll see. I have money everywhere. Binance. I have to look into it. I'm gonna take a while, so I'll just have to look into it again. I'm out. G, keep it up. Pep, ETP, Goon. No, I don't like ETP because it's one of those I think it has a high market cap. Goon go nuts when it gets on Bittrex. Gonna go on. Why don't you like Trig? So I don't like Trig because of what it is. Like, first of all, I've already traded Trig, and it's gone up a lot. So I've already made a lot of money on Trig. And then the other thing, I'm not a big fan of their like. When I invest in something like a product, I'm not like I have to like it. I'm not a big fan of their like product. It's like, what is it, like a security thing, like some kind of defense thing, like for guns and stuff. I think is what it was. I don't even if I remember if it was Trig. It was just the field that it's in. Like, I don't think it's a huge market cap field. For example, like Power has huge demand coming, and it could actually go huge. I don't know how high Trig can go. Like, I feel like Trig is one of those companies that does good, but they have like a cap, like where it can only get to a certain point, and then it can't really go up anymore. Only like 100 million market cap for ETP. Let's see. Oh yeah, but ETP is like the one that was like, it's the next Neo, or it's like the Neo for China. No, not China. It was like they were comparing it a lot to like Neo. I think they were saying that it was like the next Neo instead of ETP. But I don't know. I wasn't a big fan of it. I'm pretty sure it was ETP. Let's double check. Coin market cap. EPT. Oh, ETP. Yeah, it's metaverse. $136 million market cap. 5 million volume. I mean, I've always ran into it and I like it. I don't know. I'm not feeling it. That's honestly it. Like I've came across it and like I've never bought it. I've never liked it for some reason. Like I think it's because I always see it, but I always find coins I could do better. Like if I tell myself right now, would I rather hold ETP or Z coin? I'd rather have Z coin. Or ETP or POWR, I'd rather have POWR. So I think that's one of the reasons why I don't come back to it, because it's like it keeps going down. Like it keeps other coins keep beating it. So I already know, like once I come to it again, it's like, okay, I already know I don't even want it. I think that's it. But it looks great. Like if you like it, the company, and like you actually like what they do and you want to support it, then it's good to invest in it. But if you care about money and you just want to see a return on your investments, I think you could do better somewhere else. Did you sell your RCN? I'm not going to answer that. No. What will be your Neo buy-in price? I don't know, but so far since I left Neo and I've invested in like POWR and like we sold Lisk and then CFI was sold today and like a bunch of other little coins that have been alerted in the group, I've made more money so I could buy more Neo. So I've been doing pretty well as far as like if my money was in Neo, like it's going up and up and up and up, but I've been going into other coins and I've gone a lot higher. So if I ever want to go back into Neo, I could always buy more coins. So that's the only reason I haven't gone into it. But I think it's a great dollar. I think it's a great thing to jump into under 40 bucks. I know right now it was like at 39. It's probably like at 42 bucks now. But Neo is one of those coins that like if for 2 weeks or a whole month I didn't know what to buy into and like I just had a lot of money laying around, or if I really just want to leave my money into somewhere for like the next 5 years, I'd be comfortable leaving it in Neo. Because they're going to pay me my dividends. I'm going to make a lot of money in dividends. My dividends is going to make money on its own because it's going to quadruple on itself. And then Neo itself is going to go to like 400 bucks, 300 bucks. I think 300 bucks is a good valuation by like 2019, 2020. And I think by January it could be anywhere from 75 to 100 bucks. What are your favorite long-term holds? I only announced that to the members. I'm sorry. Don't sell Bitcoin. It's going to 12K road. I don't know. I don't trade Bitcoin unless you're just spamming it there. Founder of Neo started it. Are you talking about? What did the founder of Neo start? I haven't sent any emails, so if you have signed up while I'm live, I haven't replied. I mean, I haven't gone to my emails and confirmed it, so you won't get anything yet. Just like bear with me, and then I'll send everything as soon as I finish. ETP. I didn't know that he made ETP. That's crazy. But yeah, ETP, like I said, is always telling me that they're telling me that it's always like the next Neo and stuff. But I just haven't gone into it. Like I can't tell you not to invest in it, I guess. And I'm not gonna tell you to do it because I haven't. But yeah, I always go into it, and like I think it's not even on Bittrex. Yeah, it's not on Bittrex. So I love coins that are on Bittrex. Even if I don't invest it in Bittrex, like even if I use any other like digital any other exchange, I think coins that go into Bittrex do well. So that's the only reason like I like things that are on Bittrex and Binance. And and this one's not even on Binance either, so I don't know. But I wouldn't be surprised to see it trade on uh, Binance or Bittrex soon. I think Vibe is another one that's going to be traded on Bittrex soon. They're announcing it on Bittrex, so that's going to be good for VIB. And it has a really low market cap, so this is a really good coin to hold. It was already alerted to members. I don't remember at what price it was alerted at, but it was already alerted and they've been holding it. So yeah, this one we've already gone over. Anyways, TNT was already alerted. You always bring up TNT El Gooch. Yeah, we alerted TNT like 3 months ago. You actually you want to see something funny? Look at this. This is how you know I got into TNT. If you go to my documents and my pictures, what does it say here? Can someone read that for me? Oh fuck! Look, what does it say right here? Stolen TNT! Because I invested so much fucking money in it and they stole my fucking TNT. So yeah, they stole my TNT. So yeah, I bought TNT and it was stolen. But yeah, we've been trading TNT for a long time. Like this picture was on let's see. How do I know when this picture was properties? So this was on September Tuesday. So yeah, since September we've been talking about TNT, and I invested in it, but it got stolen, so I haven't really gone back into TNT for that reason, because it was kind of a lot of money that got stolen from me, and it was my fault. I mean, it's not that TNT is a bad place or the exchange fucked, but I remember when you got jacked. Yeah, I was pretty mad, and it's not that it was because I went into a phishing site like a dumbass. I was going into my Ether wallet and I went into that my Ether wallet one, and as soon as I put my money in there, they fucking took it all. It was like 4 seconds later. That's how it got stolen. Like you really, I can't stress it enough. Like when you go into Bittrex, Binance, my Ether wallet, or any of those, you have to fucking make sure you're in the right URL. I can't stress it enough how much people lose life savings, how much people lose like all their fucking money because they mistype in the URL and they don't know they're in a phishing site. But look, if we go into my Ether wallet, so this is my Ether wallet. It looks very good, and it says, warning, if you click a link, blah, 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 blah. Make sure that it says US on the top right, okay? So when you're in my Ether wallet, make sure it says there, because there's one that's called my Ether A wallet, I think. My A Ether wallet.com. Shit. Okay, I don't know where it is, but yeah. It's my Ether wallet. It's like exactly the same, but it has like one letter off, and it was a phishing site, so I did everything like a fucking dumbass, and then they stole my money. So that's what happened. Chrome has a plugin for it, and it's safe. URLs are there. Please use it. Yeah, so I guess everyone listen to. I guess his name is Tony. Are you just? Is your name Tony? Spelled like a random ass name. No offense to your name. Chrome has a plugin for it. All the save URLs are there. So yeah, I guess use that plugin. And also like just bookmark it. eAether. Yeah, I think that's what it is. My eAether. MyEAther.com. I don't know. I'm going to end up going into it by accident. They're going to jack me again. No, I canceled my YouTube video. I think I'm still live. What? I think I'm still live, but I can't see it. Let's go to my channel. View channel. Live now. Check me again. Okay, so I am live. I guess I'll look at this. No, I canceled my YouTube video. Okay, Twan. I think I'm still live. Oof, y'all could hear that. Awkward. ETC wall, 400 pieces is filled. Goon, you still haven't read my bars. What bars? Scammers can get fucked. I'll find the crooks for you, Goon. Fuck, bro, I remember when you got jacked. ETP is sleeping giant. Yeah, I mean, I have to look more into ETP. I can't say anything about it, to be honest. Oh, shit. I'm gonna get off live because I've been on for a while, and yeah, I'm live. My ether. RDN and POWR dropping. When will they move? I'm not in RDN. I think you meant RCN. Yeah, I don't plan to sell them. Like, I'm really not worried about it. The only thing I'm worried about, which was it was already announced, was that like almost a lot. Oh my god, that doesn't fucking creep me out. I removed a lot of money into US dollar and like if I had a lot of money, I'm not gonna mention numbers, but let's say I had 100% obviously, and 20% of it was in coins. The other 80% I moved on to US dollars, and all I have is like the 20% to trade digital currencies with, which is an amount that I'm comfortable losing. And the reason for that was because of the whole Bitcoin hitting 10,000, and it could run, it could drop, and altcoins will suffer. So that yeah, so I have such a smaller amount in my accounts for cryptocurrencies at the moment, and I had announced that I removed almost everything and I put it into US dollar. I sold a bunch of coins. I kept my main coins. I don't plan to sell those. And yeah, and as far as RCN, like at the beginning of the video, I mean POWR, we talked about like how it's gonna drop to like 51 or something like that. I already know that's coming. You can actually see it in my picture here. So this is my guess. Which if can someone take a screenshot of this and post it on Telegram app? I bet you. I'll give you $2,000 if you post it. Okay, no, it's like I'm gonna look like I'm promoting it. Just kidding. I was gonna say on the PowerLedger chat, and then they're gonna erase it like that because they don't like seeing my shit up there. So yeah, I'm pretty sure this is gonna fucking move. So yeah, I'm pretty sure this is gonna fall. Gotta do all this weird shit. Come on. Did I just say queer? I meant weird. Okay, fuck it, I can't do it. So yeah, I think I'm pretty sure this is gonna fall. What happened to my picture? Why do I always erase things? And I'm not worried about it. Pictures. If you see anything random, just ignore it. I'm not picky about what people see of me. Oh no, I know where it is. Oh, that's not where it is. POWR, baby! Here it is. So this is what I think will happen. It's going to break this point, which is where we're at right now, and then it's going to drop to pretty close to 16,000 flat. And then that's the second buy alert, which is right here. Second buy point. You think we'll see the same period in 2018 as we had in the beginning of 2018? I think so. Why are you moody? Too much money you're losing? Who the fuck is Zoo? You have no flow, bruh. Ooh, are there about a rap battle out here? Big green and purple like mine. Dark red. Hey, I have an Alienware. This is I'm on an Alienware computer. Give me $200, I'll do it. It's not even gonna be up there. They're gonna erase it like 2 seconds later. Everyone's told me about it. Anything you put Goon in, they'll erase it because they hate me. Radiant token. Need more hookers and blow. Man, still waiting on Radiant analysis. Yeah, everyone's waiting on that Radiant analysis. I'll get to it eventually. It is a coin that I've been watching. Like I said, I could just make more with like RCN or POWR than RDN at the moment. But it is a coin that I am watching. It's doing really good. Okay, I'm gonna get off live because there's not much to do and I've been on for like 2 hours. Goon, aka Mr. Moon, millionaire, soon from the crypto moon soon. Putting in, oh, it's rap. Putting in work with the genius. Alerts making all of us money. Non-believers get hurt. Gotta raise the prices because his calls are the nicest. How many signals do you give for day trading? It depends. There's times where I day trade and I give 8 alerts throughout the day. But remember, if you're a member and you're watching this, or if you're gonna join, just because I alert 8 alerts, it doesn't mean you have to go into all of them. Like I do 8 because if I have like $100,000, I'll put like $10,000 into 10 freaking coins, and I'm scalping them. And like I'll be in all of them, and I'll sell some, buy some, like so. You don't have to alert and buy every single little thing that's alerted. I mean, it's not like it's the last alert you'll ever see. Like, there's gonna be more. And when I am day trading, which I mentioned, like day trade, scalp trade, or like I mentioned the time frame. What's it called? You don't have to go into every single coin because I understand that if some of you are starting off have like $2,000, and if you invest the $2,000 into one of the alerts and you see other 7 alerts, you might be overwhelmed. But no pressure. I mean, there's gonna be more alerts. Like you got in an alert that I'm in for a reason, and then there's gonna be a lot more out there, you know. So, that probably looks very trippy for you guys on the check Telegram. There won't be as much volatility. What happened? RCN, when will it pop, Goon? I gave it to December 31st. What happened on Telegram? Goon. Hey, who posted that? I bet they erased it. $20 they erased it, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, Dan, I got the same until now when I made. You guys actually posted it. God damn it. I bet it didn't even last a second. Someone should make a video with that I got the power song and have hella power facts and info in the back. It'll get people going. You are fake news. Alright, I was just reading stuff that members put on. What happened with CFI? I don't know. I already sold CFI. If we go to like the alerts, Goon alert. Oh, that's not where I was going to go to. If we go to the alerts, CFI was sold for like 17% gains. And I'll show you it here. So that was just alerted. This was the power alert. Donde está? Here's Vibe. Here's LRC. I think it was LRC that was being listed on Bittrex, by the way. It's highly recommended. So here's CFI. CFI was sold at 21 cents from 18 cents for a 17% return. Sold at 2,170. So yeah, I sold over 2,000. I was right. So yeah, I bought at 18 cents, and that's when it was alerted, which is up here somewhere. CFI alert. It was actually 18 cents by the time I sent this. It went down. So we all bought at 18 cents, and we sold at 21 cents for 17% gains. And Power has officially hit 70. I've mentioned it many times. See you guys at, look at this, 65. I fucking called it. Yeah, 65 is pretty much where we bought in right now. 65 and 66. Yeah, I was talking a lot about Power. Okay, let's go back. What about PVIX? Thanks, Goon. Just subbed. Can't wait to watch the DVD. I know a lot of people hyping PVIX. Can't. Wolf Polynex gives moon cloth. Check him out. Let's not talk about other people. Okay, let's talk about other people. Mikhail S said Wolf Polynex gives moon cause. Check him out on Twitter. Let's give him a shout out. That's how confident I am that I'm better. So if anyone, let's give this guy a shout out. Everyone go follow and go into this group. This guy obviously wants to promote this guy. So check out Wolf Polynox. Check him out, apparently. I know I'm better than him, so I'm not worried about posting him out there. BCD going down. I'm not gonna say it. Wolf Polynex. If that's you, I just helped you promote yourself. Take it while you can. Did you get on? What happened with CFI? So yeah, I just talked about CFI. Yeah, so it was just bought and sold real quick because I already knew what was gonna happen. So that's what we just went over. Yeah, do you guys remember yesterday we were on the live video? Let's see. And someone told me, like, they gave me a challenge, and they were like, okay, give me an alert that's going to run in the next 24 hours. And I gave it to them, and it ran. And it was, which is actually helps give me more credibility of how I work. So it's towards the end of the video. You're watching me live, watch myself live. So here it is. It's the very end. Apply this times it. Yeah, so it was NXT. Avoid that. Exact. So someone gave me a challenge, and they were like, towards the end of the video, they were like, find me an alert that's gonna run the next 24 hours, and I'll join, or like, and I'll give you credibility, or like, I'll know that you're good. So we went over like 6 coins, and I chose NXT, and like we drew out the patterns. This is all like exactly how it's at now. Like I literally drew all that stuff. So I'm gonna just put on number 2. Oh, that's me literally working on it. Watching this, you're gonna see this on Twitter later. So this is like scenario pretty much number 2, and then number 1 would be this one, which okay. So that was NXT, and then I don't know. It was like a while happened or whatever, and then NXT ran like crazy. So yeah, that was fun. Where is it at now? At 21 cents. In the video, we were talking about it when it was at, which is a little bit more. I don't really. Oh shit! Where's the money? See that happy point? Me on Twitter, and like that's when the whole drama. 0.0300 satoshis. Fuck. XT and the current price. Current price is at. Go in 5 minutes. Current price is 19 cents. So it was alerted at 19 cents, and right now it's at 20 cents. Yeah. But this ran, like, it was fun. It ran to, let's see, CoinMarketCap. I think it ran to 27 cents. NXT. Oh, it's not gonna fucking show here. Oh, it's not gonna show here. Never mind. I give up. Yeah, but that was fun. That was a fun challenge. I'm not doing it again, by the way. Carlos, should I hold the Ethereum Classic, NXT, ADI, and ETIN? I can't answer that here. EOS moving like Neo. Yeah, EOS was one that was alerted like at 60 cents. So we're way behind you, bruh. We sold the EOS at $2 from like 60 cents in Goon alerts. And I'm pretty sure I could show you that here. I don't know if I could find text in here. Find. Oh shit. EOS. Oh fuck. I can't fucking find it here. I can't even search here. Oh fuck it. Here's the Zcoin alert at 24 bucks, and it ran to 44 to 43 bucks. If anyone wants to see proof of that, this is all power. Look, power 43 cents. Congrats, guys. 39 cents. Congrats, guys. That's cute. That was power. More. This is all fucking power shit. Okay, I'm not gonna find the EOS call, so. Oh yeah, so by the way, this is one of the things that I was talking about, that like when you join as a member and we're already talking about a coin and if it's up, we're getting ready to sell. So Golem was one that was alerted at like 20 cents. So here we were up 15%, and it was at 24 cents. So that's Golem, and Golem coin market price. It was alerted. When was it alerted? I guess it's going to be around here. So it was alerted at 21 cents. It says GNT $35,000 purchased at 21, and then like the Satoshis, current price is at $22. 22 cents, and the target is 32 cents, which is 49% on your investment in 5 days. And then I ended up extending it. And we were talking about it's very undervalued. Currently, some of the cheapest it's ever been. It's going to break, blah, blah, just the way we've been talking about it. And then it was at 24 cents. And look at where we are now with Golem. We're at 35 fucking cents. Do you think when I alerted this coin and it went from 21 cents to 19 cents, 18 cents, the day after that or 2 days after that, they were fucking bitching about it? No. They're so fucking happy with these gains. And this is live. I mean, I'm literally showing you this right now. It's right here in proof. Alert. GNT, 35,000 purchased at 21. Very undervalued. Target 32 cents and 7. 32 cents and 7. It's at 35.6. And then it was alerted that it was sold already and that we took the gains. And it went up a lot more. So that's cool. So, if you are still holding it, which is still a great hold, but I wouldn't recommend to buy anymore, which is what a rookie would do if it were someone that just joined Goon Alerts and I'm like, hey, GNT is up this much, like congrats guys, keep holding, and then they jump in, and like they're jumping in at like whatever, where was it at 36 cents, like yeah, no. So yeah, it's already up 71% since the alert, so that's pretty awesome, and I'm actually gonna send that now, and you can see how fast I send stuff. So GNT, congrats on the alert, and now you know patience is key. Golem is now at 0.036 cents, up, how much was it up? 72%. This is how fast you get the alerts. So like you get them fast. There's no delay. Watch. Okay. Announcement sent. Oh fuck. You can't hear the ding, but yeah, it already got there. So that's how fast you get these things. Here, let's. Congrats to holders. Let's do it again. I want to hear that ding. Ready? Bam! That's how fucking fast it is. So you actually get the alerts right away. It's not like fucking alert came 20 minutes later, 5 minutes later. You get the alert right away. Okay, enough about that. Did you really spend 75,000 bucks? Hashtag do another one, I would join fam. 19 cents in the video. Why do you tend to use statistics in Williams? Goon, you forgot the golem lost its value in Satoshi. Which is more important? No, it is not. Since when does Satoshi matter? It's about the market cap. That is the most wrongest thing I have ever heard. It doesn't matter where the Satoshi is. Like, it could be at 2,000 Satoshi and go to 0.0001 Satoshi, and you could still be up. It's about the market cap. I'm not sure if that's what you meant, but it's about the market cap. It's only lower compared to Bitcoin, but it doesn't matter about the Satoshi price or anything like that. Like, it could literally go from 1 Satoshi to 0.0002 and still be worth the same, only because Bitcoin went up. So now it's worth less compared to Bitcoin, like the fraction wise, but not market value. I'm sorry, but that is the wrongest thing I've ever heard. What do you think of ETC? Did you sell RCN? No, I have not sold RCN. It's one of the biggest holds. If I sign up today, will I be charged on the 28th of December? No. I mean, well, yeah, but you could cancel anytime if you want to upgrade or do whatever you want. But yeah, if you sign up, it starts off with automatic payments, and you could tell me just to cancel, or you could cancel it on yourself and try it out. You could upgrade whenever you want. And if you don't like it and it ends, like, and you cancel, that's it, that you're done. You'll be like kicked out like on that time frame. The bots get you. Give me that discount code, Carlos. There's no more discount codes. It's actually the opposite. It's about to go higher. There's no discount code. Prices are about to go a lot higher, actually. I can't do anything about it. Let's see, NXT. Nice. It's doing pretty good. And by the way, just if I don't mean like, I miss a lot of stuff on Twitter. So look at this, 55 others followed you in 15 seconds, like 15 seconds ago, and like 20 others liked your tweet, 25 others retweeted you. So like I miss a lot of the stuff, like waves are crazy, man. Public surveys you can never win. Keep up the good cause. Let's crush this. It's not really a public. Everything is really delayed. So the people, like when you see things on Twitter, they're really delayed. Like when I post things on Twitter, which was like one of the fights I had like a while ago with someone, like things are up anywhere from 30 to 40% when you see it on Twitter, and we were in way before that. So Twitter gets everything super late. YouTube gets everything super late. I mean, look at CFI, that was sold a long time ago and y'all didn't know, and look at it now, it's done. And if you followed that alert on Twitter, you be losing a lot of money right now when we already took 17% gains. And that happens a lot, but that's not my fault. I mean, it's literally, I'm just posting stuff on Twitter, like, because it's Twitter, you tweet stuff. Okay, what else? POWR, QSP, yeah, we already know about QSP. You forgot to answer the part of reading my question. What's your question, Tyler? Do it again. Indeed, agree. How do we pay with Bitcoin? Send me an email to this, and I'll send you the information because I have to copy paste it because it's really long. Carlos Valadez at goonalerts.com. So send me an email to that, and then that's the website. Let's see how top gainers are. Do you guys have any other questions? Because I'm gonna get off soon. I keep saying that, but I mean, I'm here live now, so I don't mind answering any questions, no matter what it is, like technical analysis questions, like any questions you guys have. Just let me know, and I will answer that. Gridcoin. Okay, I'm gonna get off this. I'm gonna get off Twitter. I'm gonna get ready to leave this. So answer any last questions. I'm signing up today when I wake back up. What? Yeah, that's fine, Adam. Do you play the peaks and dips on a trade like RCN? So if it's something like POWR that has like a lot of volume and it's ran up a lot, I do scalp it, which is like pretty much what happens on Twitter, which is like when I'm like, one day I'm saying sell because it's like at 97 cents, and then I'm telling people to buy back at 67, at 60 cents. So something like that, yeah, because I mean, look at how different it is. But with RCN, it's moved so little. I mean, it's been from like 11 cents to 15 cents. Like, it's just not something to scalp with. There's a lot of volume, but not a lot of movement. Because I think the problem with RCN is that there's a lot of volume coming in, and it's barely getting like stabilized. And then once the big punch comes in, then that's when it's going to explode. So something with RCN, no, but something with POWR, I would buy and sell high and then buy back low. What do you think of QSP? Yeah, QSP has already been alerted, and I already traded Quantum. It was bought at 12 cents and sold at like 22 cents for Quantums, and I think I think it's been dipping, and I think right now it's like at 14 cents again. QSP, so we actually sold at a really good spot, which was at like 22 cents. It's at 14 cents. I bought this at 12 cents, 11 cents, and then we sold it at 22 cents. What's the next POWR buy zone? POWR buy zone in cents. 66 cents and 51 cents. 66 cents and 51 cents. Williams and Stotch are very similar. I just use both because there's times where the Williams is kind of still going down and the Stotch is already in the bottom. So the reason I use both is just because I like when they're both oversold and like they're both cupped. So that just kind of helps me with my whack system, which is like, what are the chances? It kind of just confirms it a little bit. Because sometimes, like I said, RSI is still going down and the Williams is already oversold, so it's not technically a great buy-in yet if you're using just those two studies. And then they'll both be underneath. Like it just happens like very tad and like 5-minute time frames and 10-minute, 15-minute time frames. But when you're day trading, that matters. If Bitcoin dips, crashes, could power fall lower than 50? So I bought at 60 cents, even though my target, my second buy point, and like the people where I'm telling people to pretty much buy is at 51 cents. And that's pretty much how humble I am about this and how much I really don't try and fuck people over, and I'm not trying to just pump this coin. Like I bought at 66 cents. I'm telling people to buy at 51 cents, that it will most likely go there. Like you would even buy lower than me. And there's two reasons. Number one, because I'm buying a lot of volume. I have to buy so much that no matter where I buy, I have to buy a lot higher. And then the other thing is like I wanted to secure my things in there already. And then the other reason was that I wanted to buy now, and then I wanted to see the power pump, and like there was actually like a little pump, and then it went really high, and whatever. It's been holding above that 0.66, 0.67 line, and I'm hoping that if Bitcoin does run a little bit more, or if Bitcoin does crash, that crash will include that second buy point. So that's the two reasons. Number one, I buy too much volume, and like I just needed to buy already because I don't want it to go to 50 cents. And then I'm barely trying to buy like such a high volume, and then it bounces back up, and then I never get to buy in. So I kind of wanted to secure it before. So I already know that I'm buying right now, and that in the next day, 2 or 3 days, 4 days, I could go down 15%, 20% on my investment, and I don't mind. I have that in my plan. That's part of it. I'm okay with that. That just goes back to me being confident in power, and like I'm okay with it going down to 51 cents and me being down 20%, which is a lot of money, but it's part of my plan, and like I believe I'm right. Obviously, it's my opinion and my work and all that. So that's pretty much it. And like I don't know. I mean, maybe it won't hit 51 cents. I don't know. So I wanted to be safe, and then the other one was pretty much like that reason. I wanted to give it enough space to where if Bitcoin does run, maybe that's where it'll fall to, and I'll know I'll be fine. So I don't know if it'll go underneath that, but I kind of gave it 50 cents, like including the crash. So if it goes to 51 like tomorrow and there's no run on Bitcoin and anything like that, then that's totally different, and that would just change a lot of things. But as of right now, that's what I see. Do you leave Bitcoin at an exchange most of the time or send them to wallets? My money is everywhere. I have money in my personal wallets. I have money in things that I've personally done, like my own private stuff. I have money in USBs. I have money in ledgers. There's money everywhere. Like I can't really give a direct answer to that. That would be a lie if I give you an answer. I would like to see another live scalp video. We'll do that again. I do it that's mainly with live members. When I'm scalping stuff live, and like we're doing actual technical analysis together, and I'm teaching like one-on-one, that's actually with live members. I don't do any of that public. And even for public videos, I give a lot of information out that I really shouldn't, but it's really just to prove where I come from, and like to show people like the actual point of views and stuff, and like where I come from, and like how to just give myself credibility that I know a lot of what I'm talking about in a good way. From other technical analysis I've seen, guess you're right about the buy zone of power. Wow, check out ETC, and there's taking off right now. Yeah, I saw it on the top of Bittrex. Could it go up directly from first buy? Yeah, so it can. I mean, look at every other coin, and so the very first time when it was given that warning sign, so now it's the opposite. So now let's go ahead and talk about that real quick. So if I go back into where is it? Where the fuck? Excuse my language, I cuss a lot. RCN warning. So when I sold, I gave the alert and I was warning people to sell because it was getting exhausted, meaning it was taking too long to break under that point. And in this case, it's a little bit the opposite. It's not really in the highs anymore. It's more like in the lower points. And it's been, if you see this line, this little top line, if you draw this on the new one, it's actually gone over it a few times, like 3 or 4 times. And it's been holding really well. And I think it's already down 30%. So I found it a really good buy point. And it's kind of the opposite. So instead of it being exhausted at the top and it's taking too long to break out, and it's being too exhausted with a negative pattern, now it's the opposite. Now it's down 30%, and it had like a little bit of higher lows, and it's taking too long now to break under. So now that was another like part of the reason why I bought already, was because it might break out and I don't want to miss out. I was able to buy 30% more coins. If that gives you an idea of how much I've been able to make with this, buying and selling high and low, and like how much advantage we've taken of this, because 30% is a lot. Like if I have a friend that he invested like 100 grand, and what, I don't know the exact amount, but he had 160,000 coins. And right now, when he followed everything, and now he has 201,000. So he was able to buy 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, like 40,000 more coins. And if this goes to $1, that's $40,000 gain just for doing this. Like if this runs to $1, that's $40,000 in gains. So, or I guess not really. 40,000 minus the half or whatever. I don't know how it is, but it's a lot more. Yeah, because you have to split it and stuff. But I think it's $20,000 more. Let's see. I literally just joined, man. I'm so serious. The name was. I haven't checked. Sorry about that. I haven't looked at the email, so don't worry about it yet. No one's gonna get anything yet. Do you give the right email address? Yeah. It's just Carlos Valadez at goonalerts.com. If it was wrong by any chance, just go to the website. goonalerts.com. And if you go to the get started section, my email is like right here. So if for any reason I typed it in wrong, you could see it here. And yeah, that's pretty much that. Alright, man, appreciate the effort you put into this. When I have no joy, man, why you anyone trust you when you can't do basic math? I can do basic math. I just like I use the calculator, so I wasn't gonna like go into the calculator, spend like 5 minutes trying to figure it out. It's funny because you really have to like watch me live, and you really have to like, I'm so confused. You really have to watch me live, and you really have to like know me personally more, and like watch my live videos and Twitter to know that I know what I'm talking about. Because if you see some of the things I post on Twitter, like the misspelling and the grammar, and me calling Litecoin Litcoin all the time, like you think I'm the stupidest person ever. And I am, but not when it comes to like investing and all that shit. Like it's weird. Like I could be the dumbest person and like I misspell the easiest shit. Go on my Twitter and like look at the top 4 tweets, and I'm pretty sure one of them has something misspelled in it that you'll probably laugh at. Which a lot of people get turned off by, but I mean, I don't care. If they go away, then cool. That's one less person I have to deal with. But yeah, like, yeah, I could be stupid about things sometimes. But that's why I have live videos and I show everything. What else do we got? Let's see. Now someone's going to take investment info from someone who can't even calculate return on investments. Exactly. That's what's going to happen. Well, you don't know basic spellings. Why would you listen? Why would I listen to you, I guess? They're burning each other up here. So if it goes up, can I still pay you? I don't know. It just depends when. Like if it's like 2 weeks from now, I can't do it. But if it's like in a few days, I don't mind. Bro, I'm not the one here telling you what to do with your money. He hates me. This Smash kid hates me. What do you trade usually? I'm interested, bro. Love. I do everything. I mean, the thing started off with stocks, and then I added cryptocurrencies. And I do both. I've been trading for 6-7 years now. I've been trading since I was $17. And I say this all the time. I started off with $2,000 from my dad's like tax returns, and I lost half of it. And then I was 18 and I was going into college, and I signed up with FAFSA, and they gave me $5 grand. So 5 grand for the year, and it was 2,500, 2,500. I used 1,000 for school, and then I had 2,000 for the first semester and 2,000 for the next semester. So the second time around, I started again with 2 grand, and I lost half of it. I ended up with like 600 bucks. The third time, I started with the 2 grand, and I've been doing well since that time. But by that time, I had already been trading for like almost a year, so I had learned a lot, and my money was taken care of better, and it's been growing ever since. So now my $2,000 has grown a lot. And I forgot why I was talking about this again. Oprah Winfield could show power, and Carlos still misspells and wins. Yeah, that's literally what happens. There's times, like, it's happened where I just say something on Twitter and it's spelled so wrong, and then they're like, why would you ever trust this guy? And then they come back to me and be like, hey, I was sorry, like, you were right, I'm sorry, like, your spelling, like, screw that, it doesn't matter. Actually, if you go on my Twitter, there was a very popular, like, Twitter grammar cop guy, and I retweeted him because he went in and, like, corrected my fucking tweet. So I actually retweeted a grammar police. It was a grammar police. That's funny that we were just talking about that. Okay, you have to find it. But yeah, there's like a grammar police that like retweeted me and quoted me and corrected my fucking grammar like in 3 different things in one post. I don't hate you, man. Just mad people hopping in cryptos. I'm suspicious about everyone. Yeah, that's cool, man. Don't trust anyone. How long before power next off, you think? It's a tough say because it is Bitcoin really is being kind of annoying with it. And like the whole 10,000 mark, and there's a bunch of rumors going on. So I think if all that wasn't around, power would be a lot higher right now, and it would already be it would already be pretty good. But with all that going on, and the whole thing that happened with the admins about the news coming out, and then they lied and there was no news, and it's still held pretty well, and it's only honestly just because it's actually a really good functioning coin. I don't know. I mean, I still think I'm going to be down 15% for at least like 4 or 5 days. So I think from now to the next 4 days, it could be around 50 cents or so, 51 cents to 65 cents, anywhere in between that. And then it'll get a next run. But it's healthy. Like, I trust me when I'm telling you this. Like, don't be scared off of a coin. Like, look at the video I made. Look at everything I just showed you. Look at the picture that I'm showing you. And just because it gets down here, it doesn't mean it's over. It doesn't mean the plan ended. I'm giving it up to December 31st. To even if it's at 90 cents by December 31st, we're a lot higher than we are now. Like, it's progress. It's little steps. It's patience. And that's where that's where everything really pays off. You think Bitcoin will hit 11th by 2018? I don't know. It's really hard. Like, this thing, I'm moving a lot. Like, my mind is between Bitcoin's gonna take a shit and go back to 5,000 bucks, and I really think it's gonna be 5 grand, to 5,000 bucks when it hits $10,000 because it's such a nice whole number. All the rumors, people are gonna panic. Once a certain amount of people sell, everyone else starts to sell, and then no one's buying it, so it just drops like really shit. And then there's the part of me that says this is something that has a lot of demand. It's like the new stock market. Like, if it crashes, it's gonna head back up and everything will be fine. It's not like, I don't think Bitcoin is just there's gonna be a bubble where it just disappears and it's never gonna happen again. If there might be crashes like the stock market and then like it goes back up, whether it's a big one or a small one, but I just feel like this is a new stock market. It's gonna end up being really very regulated. We should be really grateful that we're in a era, or like we're in a time frame right now where this is very new and there's a bunch of new companies in it that we get to invest in. First of all, we're investing in huge companies that are letting us invest our money in with them to make money. So they opened up so many doors for us to invest in companies, like in general. Forget just cryptocurrencies. Just the fact that there's hundreds of companies out there with great ideas that we get to invest in. That's the first thing. The second thing is, I believe this is like the new stock market, and it's like the new digital currency world, and it's the new stock market, and there's going to be an index for it, and there's going to be Binance and futures, and like you're going to be able to do option calls, which there's actually an ICO coming out about platform that you could do Binance options and futures and all that kind of crazy shit with this. So I think it's going to be the new stock market. And when something like that happens, it's really hard for it to just crash. Like, it's the new place to invest in. There's going to be a lot of money in. It's not like one stock like Enron that it's light and it's exploding, and if something bad happens, everything goes down. There's too many things going on with this, and too many companies, too many huge people, and like we have huge hedge funds coming in, and like I just believe it's going to be really hard. So it's either it's going to take a shit back to 5,000, or it's really just going to maybe go to 8,000, 9,000, or once it gets to 10,000, it's really going to break out from there. And it's just going to keep running from that point on. And like it's going to go to 12,000, 13,000, 14,000 until it eventually gets to a spot where things get stable. So that's where I was going to go to say that we're really fortunate that we get to invest in something that just started, so everything's getting hyped. Most of these coins are going to run. Can you get me started? I just joined. I'll do everything after the video. We're really fortunate that we have something like this. Like, think about all the people that lived the past 40, 50, 60, 100 years, how many things they were able to invest in. Like, we're all really lucky to be able to invest in cryptocurrencies that are so volatile, that are moving up so high. And eventually, maybe in 40 years, if cryptocurrencies are still alive and our kids, or like your kids' kids are still trading this or whatever, if you're 20 years old and you're 60 still trading this, it's going to be a lot more stable, and things are going to be like the stock market where it's going to be a lot harder to make money in it. So I'm not kidding when I say do everything you can to keep investing money. It doesn't matter if you lose 20,000 bucks and you're young, at least you can make that money back. Like, it's not going to matter in 5 years, those 20 grand. It's not going to matter when you're 20 years old, lose 20 grand in 40 when you're 40, it's not going those 20 grand aren't going to matter. Like, you're investing in your education, you're investing in your money, you're learning. So I just think we should be grateful that there's something that we can invest in and make a lot of money in. It's a lot faster than the market. It has a lot better returns in the market. And we're in that point where it's going to be like that for a while until it gets stable. So we really need to take advantage of these type of situations. And I think people should be a little bit riskier. But then again, I kind of contradict all that. So it's really confusing. It's a really confusing situation. Do you think we should invest in lending platform ICOs? Not really. I think a lot of them are going to be scams to start off with, like BitConnect, I think, is one of the biggest scams, I believe. Patrick, you buy altcoins with Bitcoin, so normal that when Bitcoin goes up, the money goes there and altcoins can drop. Can you get me started? How do you deal with taxes? Now I understand. My fortune cookie says hits 10,000, which generates never attention. And boost to earn. Might be a stupid question, but what will it take for you to lose confidence in RCN? Is there a condition where you would cut loose and pull your money out? Honestly, if it goes under 9 cents, which is kind of a harsh thing to say because it is like a big thing, but it would be if it goes under 9 cents, then I would really just lose confidence in it, and I wouldn't. It's pretty much, yeah, it's a pretty big like step ahead. So for us that we're in at 11 cents to like 12 cents, it's not that bad. It's only an 18% loss, but I know a lot of people join like at 15 or 14, which is 35%. But again, that just goes back to the whole like buying in late on the alert or going off Twitter. But there's nothing right now that could lose my confidence. I would only say price-wise, if it goes under 9 cents, then I would be like, okay, maybe I bought a little bit too early. But everything else still looks great. I mean, it's going as planned. The patterns are there. It's struggling at areas that it should struggle in. And everything looks fine. So I'm really not that worried about it. It has a really good high volume to market cap ratio. So it's a hard question to answer. Okay, now I'm gonna get off live. Okay, everyone that joined, I'll email you now, and everyone that's been watching, and now you guys know a little bit more about me. Thoughts on fun. I have to go, guys. It's been a while now. It's 5 a.m. here. You can see it here. I never sleep. Goodbye, guys.